Hello, everyone. Well, I have a mystery box here that arrived just a few minutes ago via UPS, and I had to sign for it, so that means it's something good. Don't know what it is, don't know where it came from, but we're going to open it up and see. So, I'm thinking that's the bottom, this is the top. Might be just olive oil. You never do. Oh, it's wrapped nicely. Don't know which way it's out. So we will take this paper here. If it telling how they really need this end up written. Tanner. Ooh, it is rock hard straight bourbon whiskey, aged 6 years, from the Crowded Barrel. Good thing I put on the Crowded Barrel shirt. It's a little bit warm, so it's been sitting in the UPS truck, but distilled in Indiana, bottled by Crowded Barrel Whiskey Company, Austin, Texas. And if I can read this, it says, built to survive the icy gauntlet in your glass with bourbon goodness that refuses to quit. Cool. So I will have to definitely thank my wife for that. He was actually off on the side, so. But I'll have to finish this up, give her a big kiss. Uh-oh. She just reached in and got a off camera. Huh. And it's even a Crowded Barrel Glencairn. So we will open this. Ta-da. Opa. Ooh. Smells good. Let's see. Good aroma. Good nose. Kind of sweet, with some spice, kind of all spicy. Little stone fruit in there, some dates. I'm smelling dried dates. A little bit of fig. I usually don't get figs on stuff. There's that sweet again. And it's got good legs, that's for sure. Cheers. It's got a nice mouthfeel, even though it is a bit warm, but it's got that nice, thick, viscous mouthfeel. Coats everything. Done a long finish. So my assistant says it's 115.6 proof. Mash bill is 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4%. 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% barley. And GP made it. The entry proof going into the barrel was 120 proof. And it says perfect over ice, and I would believe that just because of the viscousness of it. So the nose is a light, dusty oak and sweet whiskey, and I definitely get the sweetness off of it. And I guess I would characterize some of that as as a dusky oak. Maybe that's what was coming over as the stone fruit. Palate. Oh, this is interesting. So the palate, they say, is chocolate orange slice wrapped in oak tannin. I definitely get the tannin. And now that they put that suggestion in, I would get that orange. Yeah. And then there's the chocolate. Now I get Baker's chocolate, not a sweet chocolate, but the Baker's chocolate finish, which is usually bitter. But if you take the bitterness out of that and you get what's left over from the Baker's chocolate or the dark chocolate, a good 80%, 85% cacao, that's kind of where I get it, and it kind of goes back and forth between the sweetness of the orange, but definitely hangs around. The proof kind of fluctuates, and again, I'm drinking it warm, so I'm definitely getting more of that alcohol coming off right away, but kind of a little Kentucky hug in my throat. Let me try some. No. Yeah, second, third sip. There's just, oh wow. Now the orange really came out. Kind of the orange zest. Not necessarily the sweetness of the orange, but yeah, if you peeled that orange, you got that oil. Yeah, I'm looking forward to putting that over a big sphere of ice and letting it sit for a while. But yeah, this is. Did we try this one over there? Do you remember?
No, it's a new release for the Crowded Barrel Whiskey Patreon. Get first dibs at it, so you can order online.
Yeah, so those of you unfamiliar with Crowded Barrel, the Whiskey Tribe, they have two YouTube channels. One's more funny, one's more just into tasting, reviewing bourbons. But they have the Wizardry Academy in Austin, Texas, which actually started out with one of the guys that runs this. His dad started the school for marketing, for advertising, for learning of that. So then they kind of turned into still that, but then it also picked up a tasting, a review, an alcohol channel. So now they do a school on tasting, and but they have a still there. They have a distillery that what they were doing before was buying products, blending it, aging it, releasing it. Now they have an actual still, so they're actually starting to make their own products. The Eleanor, which I believe is their product, is really, really good. We got that when Dawn and I went on our trip there over the summer and visited, picked that up. It's really good. But their Patreon, what it is if you support them on Patreon, which is an online site where you can basically donate to people and charities or just companies in general. But if what they do is they give you first dibs on things like this, and they also do behind the scenes videos. So there's some added benefit to supporting them that way, as opposed to just watching the videos and watching the ads. But it's another way to say thank you. And this is what we did. We really liked their content. We wanted to thank them. We donated on. We became a Patreon member, and I forget which level that we did, but so yeah. So I'm glad Dawn saw this release and picked it up and ordered it. So cheers, everyone.